Hello, and welcome to episode 5 of The Rising of Stockport County. We are going to pick up from where we left off last episode. I haven't played any games off camera as of yet. This is the last episode where I'll be showing all games until whenever I feel the need to not play any games off camera. So today we're going to be playing, 3 massive games. Solihull Moors, that is going to be at home, and as you can see in the table, they're currently first unbeaten, so that's first v third, so obviously a huge game. Chesterfield away, playoff team away, that's going to be a very tough game. And then Chorley, who are 10th, massive rivals of County through the last year or two, through playing in the National League North, create a bit of a rivalry. But as you can see from the league, we've been doing fantastic. We've only lost one to Notts County, who have tipped to win the league, and we should have probably even got a point from that. And then if you've watched, I think it was episode 2, you will know what happened with the I think it's episode 2. No, it's episode 3. You'll know what happened with that Aldershot game. It's mental. As you can see from when they scored their goals. But if you look here, manager performance, 80 plus. The unbelievable job, clearly putting a smile on the face of every single spot of them. Long may it last. That's very good. See here, Minihan, Daniel Lloyd's been probably our best player. As you can see, he's got a Lloyd's Man of the Match award on loan from Salford. Hopefully, he may be able to stay. As you can see, our game against Solihull Moors is actually on the Tuesday, so only 3 days after our win against Wrexham. I've got a scouting report here on Devante Rodney. He's a very good player. He's quick as well. Yeah, he should be anyway. Yeah, he's got decent pace. I know his contract's up at Salford, I think. But yeah, he's on loan at the minute. Yeah, expires at the end of this year. He's one at Salford, so if they let him out on a free, I'll definitely be going in for him because County fans know how good he was when he was there during the season. So we're going to just fast forward. We obviously ignore that. We're actually favourite to win the game, which I'm actually surprised about, really, as they are unbeaten. Sorry about that. I didn't think they'd bark so early. But I didn't think we would be tipped for favourites. Obviously, last episode, Elliot Osborne picked up a little injury as well. Broken toe, I think it was, as it said. Obviously, and McAlindon's out, coming back soon. All those lengthy injuries, that's what's really annoying about this. They're playing a 3-4-1-2. We're going to stick to the formation we're playing with now because there's nothing wrong with it. There's Osborne out. And they said Maynard is going to be playing that position. And I want to get him involved, Maynard, because he's a very good player. He's just been on international duty. He's a really good player, so I do need to get him involved more. So this is his chance, really. Gerard, who we bought in his experience, we haven't really used at all. We're trying to get Festus involved more. And then Garrett, again, he's struggling to get in at left back ahead of Eddie Clark. Good partnership there, building up Lloyd and Clark. So before this episode goes on for way too long, we're going to get into this. Play fitness is fine for me. As long as they're not below 90, they can last the game or get subbed. So I'm going to just go with that team. I'm happy with it. Hold on, there's a minute. Yep, I'm happy with that. So let's get into it. I'm hoping for another win. This will be a massive win, this, against Solihull, obviously unbeaten. But we're at home in front of Edgerley on a Tuesday night, so it should be a very nice game. I'm going to go passionately. I'm going to say it's a great opportunity to show all the pundits they have the right to back you up. It's always works that to get the players on your side and get motivated. Don't know why, it just does. But we're going to get into the first game here. Big game. We're unbalanced. Depending on how the first half an hour of the game goes, I might change that to positive or cautious, whichever we feel is needed. But if we can be the team to stop the Solihull unbeaten run at the start of the season, I'll very much take that. I'm going to get creative, inspired. No chances yet with boss possession and the shots. Not many on target though. Still no chances. We dropped down to 5th, but obviously there's no issue here. We do have the first highlight though. 39th minute with Hogan. Taking his time, there we go. Over the top to Bell, who's right over the top. Shot, good save by Boot. It's going to be a corner. Bell may should have scored that, but it's still a fantastic chance. And there's another one for Niall Bell, headed over the bar. It's positive from Niall. He's got 6.3 there, but he probably should have scored, especially that first chance over the top. But at half time, very quick it goes, these key highlights. That's why I tried to put 3 games in. It's 0-0, but I think it's just very tight. I'm going to go positive in the second half. I'm going to say passionately, I'm pleased with how things are. Keep it up because we're bossing the game. And then I'm going to let them just go out for the team talk. I'm going to go positive. I'm going to demand a little bit more as well, as it could be our highlight here down on the right. It is Lloyd, and it's Ashley Palmer again. That could be a bit of a link-up from set pieces. Danny Lloyd and Ashley Palmer. Lloyd's been the king of assists this season. I think that's his 5th. And both of Palmer's goals he's got this season have been assisted from a Lloyd free kick. Palmer is onside, I'm pretty sure. And we move up to 4th, and we are in the lead. Bell's struggling here, but I think he's like the only person who can really play up front. Obviously, Thomas can kind of, but when Bell gets to kind of the 65 kind of fitness area, that's when we'll take him off. But we'll continue for now. We're going to stick on positive, though. Good goal. Set piece is going to be a massive part of our season. I shouldn't really press get creative there. There's no need for it. Bell is... Right, I'm going to make a sub now. Even though it's not Thomas's natural position, I'm going to put Thomas pressing forward. I can trust him there. And who else? Curran struggling a little bit, so I'm going to... Oh, but then we've brought on... yeah, I'm going to do this. Swing Lloyd to the right-hand side, put Jackson on the left. He's getting trained as a winger, or hopefully he is anyway. That's what I set, so hopefully that works. We will continue in this massive first v third. At the minute, we are top of the league based on this result. Minihan's getting quite tired on that right, so we'll bring on Dan Cowan. Last change we've been able to make. Not many highlights, but we have bossed the game. It'll be a deserved 3 points if we can get it. Oh no, corner for Solihull Moors. It's cleared away. That's what we like to see. They could have another chance to get a cross in. They do. It's headed away by Clark. Jackson on the counter-attack. Come on. Holds it up. Hogan, Maynard, Keane, DeMeo. We've got the ball out wide right to Lloyd. He's going to use him. Could Lloyd bag another assist? Struggles to get the cross away. Oh, they're dazzled on the ball. And it's DeMeo for the second. He scored that goal in the 90th minute. Can't remember who he was against. Where we came back from 1-0 down in the 90th minute to win 2-1. And it's just nicked the ball. They're just messing about. Thomas was able to win it in that pressing forward role. And DeMeo's put his 2 up. As we could make it 3 here. As Hogan tries to send it over towards Thomas. As the goalkeeper's on the ball. He's been able to clear it though. Ball, former county player. To boot. We've won the ball back with Cowan. I feel like this may be our highlight and where we could score a third, which will be a very big statement to the league, saying that we are up for there to maybe win the league. As Lloyd's put it into the back post towards Jackson. Oh, so close. Very, very close. I think it's going to end 2-0. And I'll take that so badly. Oh, yes. What a win. Fantastic 2-0 win against Solihull Moors. Their unbeaten streak is over. And I'm going to go to the dressing room and I'm going to say, Pash, I'm going to say I'm very pleased with the performance. Well done. And just get on with it. We are top of the league on goal difference as well. It's so annoying. It's Notts County who are the ones below us because we actually lost to them, but it was such a close game. And Chesterfield as well, who we play next, won. So they're up to 6. That's going to be a really tough game away as we do continue. Go into the inbox. Stockport go top. I knew we could do well with this team. I'm going to say to the Mayo Certifully, well done with the chances. Stockport 5 straight wins. That's another fantastic record to have. And also that win that I was talking about was against Woking. It just slipped my mind which game that was. But we continue the winning streak and we end a unbeaten run. But as you can see there as well, look, 3 teams on 22 points. That was actually a massive win. As we're going to move into the second game against Chesterfield, coming up in 3 days' time. They play with 4-2-3-1, as you can see here. But we're going to stick with our formation as well. The fans are also, very, very happy. What a team, what a manager. Thunkton Wankook. Thank you for that. I'm presuming it's full manager's Twitter. I like that little feature. You can kind of see what the fans are feeling, depending if you're on a good run of form or a bad run of form. So we continue. Regular starts a fringe player. I don't want to do that. I'm just going to leave that as he's a regular starter, even though he's not. But then, right, hold on. Did you see? I know I'll go quick through these, but did you see that? Chesterfield, the favourites to win this game. I know their form is very good. They're unbeaten, and we have won our last 5. But when we went into the Solihull game, we were favourites, despite they hadn't lost a game. But now we're not favourites against Chesterfield. Crazy, crazy. As we do continue, if you ever see me look in the top left, it's me looking at the time left on games. I know I do that a lot. During the games, you see me just look to my left, your right. It's just because I'm looking at the time, how long's left in the game. It's both teams. This is going to be a fantastic game. Both teams really wanting to win this game. They are favourites, but I have full faith in my team. I don't want to change anything again. So I think I'm just going to go in with the same lineup again. Well, getting good connections as well. This is really important as well, linking up. If they have green lines, having a good partnership is really key. So we're going to go with this as well. Maynard stays in the starting 11. I'm going to submit the team and get into it. I don't want to be changing much until we have to, because when we're on such a good run of form, there's no need to. And by the way, I haven't done any settings or anything. I don't even know how you would do it to maybe make your team a bit better or whatever, because obviously we're off to a ridiculous start. I haven't done any of that. But we're going to say passionately. We're going to say the media, just going to say the thing, go and give a worthy display, and they've motivated again. I'm going to say I want performance. I know Daniel looks stressed, which isn't great, but I think he'll be okay as we set out for our second game of the episode. Chesterfield away, huge game. It could really put another big statement out, because obviously you saw the form Chesterfield were on. So Solihull have taken the lead, so they're going to go top for a little bit. As Chorley is also losing as well, which is good because we're playing them next. I'm a bit nervous and apprehensive, so I'm going to say get creative, see if that makes them a little bit inspired. Palmer's still Palmer's pressured by that, but obviously Daniel is no longer nervous. There's again not many highlights in this first half. We got one here now in the last game, but we haven't. I think we could go a full half with no highlights here, and I think we are. Interesting. Obviously, when you go on key highlights, that's always going to happen. I want to say we've been a better team. Just keep doing what you're doing, and we'll be fine. No reaction, but I'm going to say I have faith now. Well, you weren't bad, and I have faith. You've been unlucky. They usually react well to those kind of comments. And I'm going to say demand more now. We're in the second half. I need more. And I'm going to go positive as well. I think that'll help us, as we could do with a highlight here, please. FM. It's been a very boring game so far to watch. We're struggling here. So I'm going to take off Keane, bring on Thomas. I'm going to play him up front with like Niall Bell. If I'm going to play Niall Bell as a deep lie forward, and or should I do it that way? I'm going to do it like that and play Thomas in the deep line forward role, because he played there last game and I thought he did fantastic. So let's change it up, see if we can create more chances with two up front. There's 20 minutes to go, still no highlights. This is mental. Unless I get creative, any highlights would do right now. Just going to make another change here. I'm going to bring off Danny Lloyd because he's a little bit tired for Jackson. Still, no highlights. We could go the whole game without a highlight. I'll take a draw against Chesterfield, but no highlight. Full time. Wow. We did not get to see the team in action. What? That does not happen very often. I'm just going to say you're unlucky because I didn't get to see much of it. It's going to end the team talk there. I'll take a draw against Chesterfield because they look like they're going to be a good team this season. So we do slip to second, but I don't mind it. That's County lost against Harrogate, big result. And then Solihull won 2-0 against Chorley, which is kind of good for us because we're playing Chorley next. But yeah, no highlights. There's not much I can say. I didn't see any of the game like you did. But away against Chesterfield, the form they were on, I'll happily take the draw. I'm not too disheartened by that. But the big game of the episode, you could say was Solihull, but you know, for the county fans, it's definitely going to be Chorley. We always want to beat Chorley, Stockport County. So here we go. We're away as well against Chorley. I think I fell asleep during that one. We're so boring. I think I could have fell asleep after that game as well. I'm not happy with that. Here's Devante Rodney. We're just going to keep scouting him. And then we have Adam Chickson, fullback. Is he a right back or a left back? He's a left back. Zimbabwean. He's on a free at the minute, actually. So I'm going to keep scouting him because we could bring him in just for a bit of backup. Because Eddie Clark is only on loan for the season, but next season I'm going to try and get him on loan again if I can, because I think he's been a fantastic asset to our team this season. Go to inbox, just going for our training. Hopefully we can make it 7 points out of 9 for this episode. Here's the FA Cup. I think we join in the first round or the last qualifying round. So I think it's the last qualifying round. Yeah, it's going to be there. So see, that's when we'll find out who we have for the fourth qualifying round. I would like a FA Cup run, National League team, maybe gets out the third or fourth round. It's evens though, but we are in a much better form than Chorley. It says adjust some instructions, but we're just going to leave it again because I'm happy with how we're playing. I know the last game was very boring, but obviously it must mean just a cagey affair. Lloyd with a little bit poor training. Hopefully that doesn't wear off in the performance he's going to give us. Let's get through to the next game. And we're on match day now. Lee McAlinden just coming back slowly. Obviously he's not ready yet, but will be soon. And I know this is very boring, but I'm going to go with the same lineup again, I think. I'm just going to start Thomas instead of Curran. See if Thomas can give us something different. Now, I'm going to do that. I'm going to go straight into the game. Hopefully we can give us 3 points, or my team can give us 3 points. I say passionately, I'm going to say it's a great opportunity to show the media what you can do and end the team talk there because they're a little bit motivated. And I'm going to go positive for this one straight away off the bat. And I'm going to say get creative because after that last game, I want a few highlights, please. I've already had 2 shots within 10 minutes. Will we get the highlight that we want this game? Complacent Daniel Lloyd again. His mentality is worrying me a little bit. But we do have a highlight in the rain at Chorley. It's DeMeo. He's got Thomas to his right, who we've brought in for today's game. Lays it back off to DeMeo. Fouled. Oh, it's a penalty. Wow, DeMeo will take, but I think we might have to get a bit of a replay on that. That looked tight. That looked very tight for a penalty. I did this in the last episode. I'm going to go, he's going to go there, DeMeo. In your head or in the comments, place or say what you're going to, where you think he's going to put it. I'm going to go there. Hopefully he can score though, nonetheless. Oh, he's put it wide. I guess the right way, but he's put it wide. To be fair, I don't think it looked like a penalty. Can we actually just go back a little bit there? Let's have a look at it again. DeMeo gives it to Thomas, and then Thomas lays it back off. Let's have a look. Oh, that is tight. I'm not sure on that one, but we've missed it anyway, so it doesn't matter nonetheless. As they've got wound up and they're anxious, so this is a good time for us as we've got another highlight, but we've missed a penalty through DeMeo. I'm going to have to set my penalty takers because there's no Turnbull. Maynard to Lloyd. Great cross into Bell off the bar, rebounding. I thought he was offside though, and he is. Just calm it down. But there's Lloyd again with fantastic delivery. If we've got another highlight here. And we've won it back. Lloyd, Hogan, over the top towards Bell. We've lost the ball. Duxbury, former county player. Actually was joined Fylde in the summer. Didn't work out for him. Now on loan at Chorley, but obviously the FM just gave him to Chorley for the whole season instead of when he signed for Chorley, which I think was in around January. As it could be a Chorley goal here. This is a little bit worrying. They've got it to the right hand side. They've crossed it in. Oh my word! Clark gets it away from danger, but wow, that hit the post. Pinchlift looked edgy in net there. That was their first shot as well. As now we come with the counter attack, and that's going to be a red card. K's off on the booking. Fantastic. We need to win now. Let's have a look. They're free on this right, so unless they change it, I'm just going to say just focus playing down the right. Still overlap the left, but concentrate more on that right hand side unless they change it up. It's Dodds. Thomas wins it back to Bell. Thomas, can he get a shot away? Yes, he can! And Adam Thomas scores. I've brought him in the lineup because I've been impressed with his performances this episode. Obviously, the one against I don't think he came on in the last game because there was no highlights, so I might not have brought him on. But especially that one against Solihull, I thought he was fantastic when coming on, playing in a position he wasn't familiar with, and he just absolutely smashed it in there. And it's 1-0. Come on, right before half time, we've been given another highlight straight away. Solihull have gone up 1-0. Minihan, can we get another goal before half time? This would be fantastic. Thomas, nicked away from Duxbury. He'll go long. Palmer wins it though. DeMeo, who missed that penalty. Maynard, Keane, Clark. Cross to Thomas, he doubles County's lead and doubles his goal tally for the season and in the game. And what a decision to bring in Adam Thomas today on that right hand side. He's absolutely smashed it. I think he's definitely going to start the next game. At the back post, fantastic finish in front of the County fans. And right before half time, we've gone 2-0 up, and that surely should be game over. And as I've said, if we focus down that right hand side, we would be able to get in 44 and 45th minute. Because obviously they got the red card, and I'm buzzing with this performance. I'm very pleased. Keep going. I'm just going to get him out there again. Let's see if they change that tactics or anything. No, that right hand side's still free. As well as we're going to give an instruction to one of the players. It's going to demand more. I don't want us to drop the ball at all, as I feel like we could get some more goals here. I'm going to bring on Turnbull for Keane. And I'm going to bring off Festus Arthur for Hogan as well. Just give Festus a few games in a few minutes in the big games. His Minihan's just picked up a knock there, knee ligaments. I'm not going to take any risks. I'm going to take him straight off of Cowan. That's all the subs made. I don't want to make a risk because Minihan's been good this season, so I'm just going to sub him off as a precaution. As we've got Maynard here, down the centre. Here's Thomas, man of the match so far. To Cowan. De Mayo, cross to Lloyd at the back post. Header just wide. Just wide, and we've dominated this game again. What season we're having so far. We've got the players for it. Like, Hogan, he was Salford's captain before joining. That was in League 2. Maynard also, he was a massive player for Salford during their promotions. Danny Lloyd on loan. Clark from Fleetwood. You know, Bell who's playing really well. We've got a good team to be challenging for where we are, so I'm honestly not surprised, if I'm going to be honest. I don't think we're going to have a goal in this half, but as long as we get the 3 points, I'm not too fussed about how many goals we score. As we come up to the 94th minute, and we've beaten Chorley 2-0 away. Big result, I'm going to say passionately. I'm very pleased with the result and your performance. And then the team talk there. So we're just going to advance, see the league table. We've gone top. So Solihull had the lead, and they've lost it in the 87th minute. To Ryan Burke and Eastleigh, who are 7th now. So we are top at the end of the episode. That is fantastic. Just on goal difference, but we've been scoring a lot of goals this season. So, it's proving that, you've got to score the goals. And then, that can really help you at the end of the season. Obviously, we missed a penalty as well, but I'm going to definitely praise Thomas passionately and say you were superb in front of goal. And we make it 7 unbeaten. Obviously, that draw at Chesterfield ended the winning streak. But yeah, Thomas is going to be starting 100%. So here's the lineup that I'm going to probably stick with for the run off camera that I'm going to do. Obviously, if anyone returns, like maybe McAlinden, obviously he'll go back. He's returning in 3 days' time. So if we go to the schedule, we go scroll down. Obviously, an unbeaten month, fantastic. I'm going to do Sutton, Maidenhead, Dover. Hold on, wait. So we've got Harrogate, Yeovil, Fylde. I think that'll make a good triple header. So I'm going to do the rest of October off camera. I'll come back in November so we have a bit of progression in the save. I don't want to be, falling behind in the save and taking things too slow. So I'll do the full month of October off camera. I'll come back. I'll show you. I'll show you the results. I'm not going to go through all the goals, unless there's any really good ones, and depending on also how many goals there are in the games. If there's like a low scoring game, I'll show you the goals for that game. But I'm going to return with Harrogate, Yeovil, and Fylde for episode 6, so that'll be a very good episode because Fylde beat County in the FA Trophy semi-final last year, and in the last minute it was a heartbreak. So we definitely want to win, and they're struggling as well. They have a thing on their badge at the side that says the year they should be in League 2, and it's this season. And like in this save, they're in the relegation zone, so I think that is quite funny. Yeovil are a massive team as well, and Harrogate as well, a good team, but should be really 9 points out of those games. If we keep the form we're on now. But anyway, that is going to be the end of this episode of the Rising of Stockport County. By the time this is out, which I think is going to be Monday, in 2 days' time will be my commentary of Manchester City versus Arsenal, the return of the Premier League. My last commentary, which is yesterday, if this video isn't loaded on the Monday, was Schalke Leverkusen. So I hope you enjoyed that commentary if you did check it out. But make sure you're there on Wednesday. I think it is a 8:15 kickoff. I'm pretty sure it's one of like those weird kickoffs anyway. So be there to listen to the return of the Premier League. But other than that, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Like and subscribe. I'll leave any comments if you want about the series, maybe tactics or signings or whatever you feel you want to tell me, and I'll definitely read it. But other than that, enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll hopefully see you for the next episode of the Rising of Stockport County.